Welcome back, eh? This is the Canadian Silver Seeker, and I hope you guys are having another great day like I am. So, in front of me, what do I have? But I have my unique silver buffalo collection out in front of us. In front of us, I have, I believe, about 15 different unique silver buffalo. 16. I have 16 unique silver buffalo in front of us. Not all of them are 1 ounce. That one's 0.6 of an ounce because that one's a unique gaming token. But they're all unique from different mints or different varieties from the same mint, different years, so on and so forth. But I came across a couple new varieties that I'd kind of seen before, but I finally got cheap ones I seen available in Canada, so I picked them up. I did share a couple of my Suish, or Suix, or I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it, chief rounds here. I shared them with you the other day in another video. The buffaloes are definitely unique on there, and my criteria for a buffalo round isn't just the buffalo, because there's a lot of buffalo coins that I could start collecting with just the buffalo and the queen's head on. There's a ton from the Royal Canadian Mint that I've seen, but the criteria is it's got to have an Indian on one side and it's got to have a buffalo on the other side, as far as I'm concerned. Anything with mint ID or anything that only has like one of the two, an Indian on one side and no buffalo on the other, or buffalo on one side and something else on the other, well, I'm not going to count it as is. Silver and Cigars has an amazing collection. He says he's got like 72 different unique silver buffaloes now. I know a couple of his, he does have the like mint ID and whatnot, and that's fine for him. Hey, his collection is amazing. In Canada, it seems there's a lot less of a selection for me for buffaloes. I can buy them quite often from the US sellers that are selling on eBay and whatnot, but with the extra shipping to Canada and then the custom fees and the possible tariffs nowadays and the taxes, it is just not worth it. So I have a measly 16, but I like them. Love these Sui sheep ones. I would love to get the 2015 one there. I mentioned that in my last video. But what did I get this week? Well, I got myself a 2009 Lakota, and I was like, oh, hey, Silver and Cigars, yeah. Maybe you haven't seen this one. Of course, he was well aware of these ones. They've got quite a few of them. Some of them seem fairly rare and expensive from what I was seeing there. So I'll show another picture on the screen there. Yeah, there's a bunch of different unique ones that I want to get here. With different, Indians. Like I got different Indian faces out here. That's the basic one, but it's high relief. We got the Zahi proof. And then we got like just a silver bullion, the Liberty 2013, my unique casino around here. I really like that one. It's only 0.6 of an ounce of silver, but I really like that from Buffalo Bill's Casino and Resort. And yeah, and then I got these cool unique ones. So like I say, this one, oh yeah, this one also fits another itch too. So this one is actually a dollar denomination of 50 when you look it up on Numista, and there's a bunch of different years of this and some different designs, like I said. But I really like this Sui Chief ones, or Sui Chief ones, and the fact that they hit my silver dollar desire, as well as a unique buffalo and Indian. I did put a little list of different unique silver buffaloes together that I do want, and I'm going to be ordering from site here. I'm going to show some of those on the screen here. There's probably already been some popping up there, but those ones are definitely the unique Indian and buffalo ones that I don't have. There's lots of different ones that look exactly the same but have, different years on and whatnot. If I see them, they pop up. I'm definitely going to buy them too at cheap prices, but I'm definitely interested in the really unique ones. the one coming up there now, that one, I am going to buy that from, what was it here, bullionmart.ca. That's the Liberty Trade Buffalo Freedom one. I know Silver and Cigars already has that one. That's available from them, so I'm gonna pick that up shortly here because I like that unique design. And they also have a Highland Mint one here as well, but I was asking Silver and Cigars if he wanted it because it didn't look like it was on his list, but they have a couple different pictures here, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna get what I'm thinking I'm gonna get, or if I'm just gonna get some kind of generic Silver Buffalo from the Highland Mint, because the mint does say Highland Mint in the information, so we'll see what I've get because I already got a Highland Mint here somewhere. Yeah, there we go. So I already got one here with the Highland Mint logo on it, and the pictures do show, let's see, similar Highland Mint, and then it's got like the date in the same spot, but the one picture shows copy on the front in here, embedded, like incussed. And I know Silver and Cigar says he's got a 2015 one like that, but they show the picture of 2014. But then the next pictures show completely different Silver Buffaloes without Highland Mint marks on them at all. So we will see. We'll see what we get. I figured worst comes to worst, I get a generic 2 ounces of silver that I'm happy to trade or sell off at any point in time. So won't be a loss for me. What else? Well, I went to the LCS again for a second time this week, and I did a trade with him in order to fill my couple rolls, because I was pulling out my bug out bag in order to get my 3 rolls out of there. I already pulled them out, put them away, but I wanted to put 3 more rolls into that bug out bag, so I've got 54 rolls in the actual RCM bag right now. And technically this one is 80% too, but this is King George V from 1920 to 1936, all readable dates. And so I'm going to put that one, we're going to call that one separate. So what else did I get here? Well, I went and I traded them $2 worth of 80% King George V for ones where I couldn't read the date very well. I think this is a bad example. This was one I didn't have a full slicked out here. I could read some of the dates. Excuse me, kitty. So yeah, what I wanted $2 worth of quarters where I couldn't see the dates, and LCS, he's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, well, I want to give you ones. I want less silver. That's what I want. And he was like, well, that makes no sense. I was like, well, it's just to fill the roll, because these ones that are slicked out, I know they got King George V on it, but King George V's effigy was for all the way from 1911 to 1936. So from 1911 to 1920, they could be, or they are made of 925, whereas 1920 to 1936, they're going to be 80%. So there's really no way to tell for this $10. And there's 1 or 2 in here that I could slightly read the dates on, but not a big deal. I'm going to put them in there in order to fill this and get it in the bug out bag, because they only pull the bug out bag out once a year or so to, update a few things in it, and it's just in a place that's a huge pain in the butt to get to in my house. That's why it's in that place, because I never go in there, and yeah. But I got that, and I also traded $3.75 worth of 925 King Edwards V King George V for King Edward. King Edward, he was only on the coin from 1902 to 1910, but I had almost a full roll of him, or well, I was $3.75 short, so I guess it wasn't quite a full roll, but I took $3.75. It was actually $3.50 because I snuck 180% one in there. I didn't have, I think I had $3.50. I thought I had $3.75, but one of them turned out to be slicked, and I pulled that one back. I was like, no, I want that one anyways. And so he took an 80%, and he gave me all King Edwards here, which is enough to fill that roll. King Edwards, as you can see, always faces the opposite direction of King George V as well, and his effigy is a little bit larger, so it is easy to tell even if the dates are slicked out on them. Quite a few of these are slicked out on the King Edwards. Some of them are readable, but yeah, quite a few of them are slicked out. So I wouldn't doubt that I probably lost a little bit of silver there in this trade as well. When I traded them 925s, there's a good slicked out one that I couldn't, that I could read the date on for King Edwards ones that all we really know is like, yes, they were King Edwards because the effigy points to that direction, right? So dropping all these quarters all over the floor here. But yeah, I could fill those two rolls, and yeah, so I wanted to make a video in order to get that done and get that bug out bag put away again. So I had other reason to get in there as well for work. So yeah, long story, doesn't matter, but yeah, I needed to get into there for that as well. So being that I was pulling it out, I figured, well, I'm gonna go to the LCS and see what he had. He was able to facilitate me. So yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna call it a good day. Thanks for listening to me ramble. Remember, it doesn't cost you a single piece of silver or gold to like and subscribe. You guys mean the world to me. Happy stacking, eh?